All right.
Or I just know their first names.
Mold a 6.
All right. Aaron waits for Wynne.
All right, and we're off to the races. A hedge maze. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
glad you knew that was.
Yeah, it's a.
Could put a
It's
prismatic
everything in
vista
Japanese. I
into the
love it.
graveyard. Yep, it's gonna be a challenge.
All right, we're fetching into a surveil land, which.
Classic.
Yep, the classic, no shortcutting.
I love it. I know you don't like it, but it's pretty.
Like again,
It feels so good.
Again, like the actual ability to do it is so good. Like they're very, very powerful. I think they're well designed. It's just mechanically speaking, it is very clunky.
Yeah.
And that's the part I don't like. I don't like the clunkiness of the mechanics. I understand that you can bypass all of it on Magic Online and Arena, but you know, it's a Bone Crusher Giant hitting the bin. All right, what are we fetching for?
I just don't like it when I feel like my opponent's making good decisions. You know?
Razorkin Needlehead.
Razorkin Needleface.
We got to see this a little bit with Edward's. Nope, that's the wrong card. Got to see this with Edward's matchup a little bit.
Down.
What?
Up.
Oh, is this sorted in alphabetical?
Up. It's casting cost in alphabetical.
Oh my goodness gracious, live. I can't read. All right. So
Also
now,
known as mana value.
Yes. So now every time Jacob takes a game action that you cannot bypass or anything like that, typically, you are punished for it. It's an interesting design space in Magic. Punishing your opponent for taking normal game actions that you cannot bypass.
Yeah. It's an Orcish Bowmasters that takes the decision making out of the equation and points it at the right person every time.
We'll also...
It also gets the first card.
Yeah, it also gets the first card, which is kind of important. All right.
Wynne just picked up Fable of the
What do we
Mirror
got in
Breaker.
hand? We've got One Ring. We've got... I'm trying to read what's in Jacob's hand. Is that a Terminus in the opening hand? That's never where you want to see a Terminus.
Yeah, he's going to sack Wooded Foothills. His third fetch land of the game.
Yep.
Get basic.
Probably going into this Fable. Attack for 2. That would be my guess, is that we're coming out with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker here.
Yeah, me too.
Turns out that card was very good in Standard, very good in Pioneer. I don't know if it sees Modern play, but
yeah, it does.
very good
I think.
in...
Super gutting.
very good in Canlander as well. And we have a...
Remand. Let's go back to the hand.
Remand. All right.
Remand, back to the hand.
F&M promo?
Yeah.
F&M promo Remand. Got a blinged out deck here for Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob's got some cards, apparently. It's a nice collection.
Yes. All right, and Field of the Dead, representing some amount of inevitability. And we've got a Nature's Lore, I believe. What? You're just trying to see the delay.
Or numbers.
Huh. All right.
That is a
That's a Nature's Lore.
Nature's Lore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the I think it's not Vivian, right? I don't think it's Vivian, right?
I don't know. So Scapeshift is kind of famous for not doing much for a long time, and then asking if they have won the game.
Yeah. All right. Is that a keen-eyed?
Keen-eyed Curator.
Getting to
Popular Raccoon Scout, Keen-eyed Curator.
and a
Outland Liberator.
introducing one of Magic's best mechanics.
Yep. Sex to kill enchantments and artifacts, more importantly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's either it's fantastic or it's awful. Or it's fantastic and bad.
Scapeshift one advantage in a 100 card format is you can, don't get hit too hard just playing enough mountains to make your Scapeshift work.
Yes, that is true.
You have to fill your deck with a bunch of bad red cards, and keep them all blue
Yes.
and green.
And then run red, which is,
All right.
all right.
He's got one ring.
The one. How is that card
one.
here? Actually, how's that card not on this list? Let's see. All right, so Jacob getting to take a turn off here.
Walking macro tile.
Also an unholy heat for the
Probably for the keen-eyed.
the card that does the thing that makes you take damage. Keen-eyed. Nope. Not the keen-eyed.
Well, yeah, unholy.
The
Can't
needle
take those.
needle face.
It's already dead. Oh, you already killed it. Got it.
Killed it with the unholy heat.
This is what happens when you look away. All right, we have a Maglaws.
Migloos.
Miglaws.
The Maze Crusher. How you doing? I'm Miglaws. I crush mazes. Yeah, just put all of them in front of me you want. I'll solve every single one of them. Line won't touch the walls or anything.
What is this?
Got a little trick. I start at the end. I think I changed your nickname in
What on?
my Discord.
How do you? I can't even.
Can't.
All right.
Void Windward sitting next to me, Chris Rogers.
I can't even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
All right. So, Wynn's got kind of a board state here. Pretty healthy things going on here. But opponent is tapping 6 mana.
Did they not use One
And they're-
Ring?
No.
They just used just format a fog.
Did we just saw a retail terminus.
That's got to be a bad sign for Wynne if when your opponent doesn't use the One Ring. That's when you should really be scared.
Yeah, we just have a retail terminus, 6 mana. It turns out it doesn't even need to be miracled. The card is still very
Nope,
good.
he's using it now.
Now we're using it. All right. All right. A lot of Wynn's threats have been taken away, but we still have the. We've got a wild growth onto forest into a Universes Beyond card.
Yep. It is certainly that.
Please hold.
It's I know this card. I can't never remember the name of it though. It is a 3-drop red creature that does some stuff. I think it's a Synth Eradicator, of course.
Yeah. Okay. All
It has
right.
haste 3/3, and when it attacks, you exile a top card of your library and get 2 energy.
Okay.
You may get 2 energy. If you don't, you may play the card. That's
Interesting.
That's the way to word it.
Is it Gruul monsters or Judge monsters? It is actually Gruul. I believe the Bayou is for a single. I think it's for the activation of Deathrite Shaman. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, claims to Gruul.
All right. And now we get to see a weird inevitability here. Not a weird one, but now, as long as the land is not basic island, Jacob gets to start making some zombies.
Does he have a land though?
It doesn't look like it, but he's got 2 draws off of the One Ring.
He also just play this Fury. Eradicate the Eradicator.
I'm just making sure. Yeah, there are no no black cards in Wynn's list. It is literally only for activating Deathrite Shaman.
Oh, Wynn's got the Cub too.
All right, and we're playing. Man,
Fury.
Jacob, a big fan of playing things for retail.
Yep. He's I don't need your deals. Take the value up front.
Yep.
Wynn's got a broadside bombardier in hand.
Have you ever cast that card?
Yes.
That card is. This card.
It's.
This card's a messed up magic card.
I consider it a very nice one. Sacrifice another creature artifact. Deal damage equal to 2+ its mana value
Yep.
to any target.
It also has menace randomly, so it's just a free attack.
Fortunately, Wynn has nothing he can sacrifice to the broadside bombardier.
Yeah. What's in the hand there? We got a fire ice. That's not a fiend hunter, is it? There's no shot that it's fiend hunter. What is that magic card?
I do not think it's a fiend hunter. I agree with you.
Yeah. What is the white card in his hand? Or is it not even a white card? Holding him.
Fourth year Lingus.
It might be a fancy fourth year Lingus, but not. All right, so we're gonna fire the broadside bombardiers.
Fire
We're
your
attacking
pirate.
for 8. That doesn't attack for 8, right? Or is it 6? It's for a 3/3. It's a 3/3. Okay. Sorry, a 4/4 would have been unreasonable.
Yeah.
What are the cards in his hand? I'm so confused. All right, we're gonna Den of the Bugbear. Oh, is that a rare? No. Not sure. All right.
You got that Fable.
Oh, is that an Oko in his hand? Is that what that card is? Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
an
it
Oko.
probably is.
Yeah, I think it's a foil Oko.
Prosperity Oko.
Well, it's actually Breaking News. Is the name of that treatment?
It says Prosperity on it.
All right. Oh, this is that weird counter spell that lets you.
Half the time you counter it,
Invert
half the time
polarity.
you gain control of it.
Yeah. Invert polarity on the Fable. It actually gets countered. All right. Do you think they're actually keeping track of day-night?
No. Maybe. Wynn's pretty
I mean,
good at...
everybody's also been casting cards.
I think Wynn's pretty good at tracking what's going on.
Chat, have you been tracking?
I don't think Wynn played anything. Oh, wait, no, he played Fable, right?
Yeah, played Fable. Yep. All right, and now we've got the zombie tokens incoming from Field of the Dead. All right, an attack for 6.
Very tenuous spot with this one ring. Like, he's down to 3.
Yeah,
He's got a counter on it.
and I'm pretty sure Wynn does run some amount of burn spells.
Generally, the Gruul are players of burn spells.
Runs a single burn spell that. Oh, 2. It's got Chain Lightning. All right, and Oko is now. I see. Aha. The answer to the One Ring the whole time has been just Elkit. All right, what's on top of the deck? Is it Chain Lightning or Lightning Bolt? It is not. It is something.
Why didn't he draw 2 cards before turning it on? I guess he can't block them.
Is it a Hex Drinker? That is a Hex Drinker. Good old.
Well, he matched artworks. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, much appreciated.
What a guy.
Yes. Submitting your deck list and giving us the correct printings. Hex Drinker being mana leaked here. And
Let's game.
that is a
No
good game.
shifting needed.
Yeah. The Scapeshift deck just kind of doing a weird survive until. Yeah. I don't think Wynn was able to provide like that much pressure that game. Or, although, no, that's not true.
The Terminus was pretty good.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not true. Wynne had a great board, and then there was a Terminus cast. What is Judge wanting to say?
Special message coming in from the judge desk.
Okay.
Why would I eat
No, is this just let me go straight into top 8?
These players are
They're 2-2.
both 2-2.
Yep. I think this is a play into top 8. I'm not sure. I'm very, very bad at math.
Let's look at the standings. So Lewis Kaplan and Connor Pattison are both 3-0. Oh wait, this can't be the current standings.
No, Lewis drew round 3.
So Lewis and Connor
Or
drew
no.
last round. They're both 3-0-1.
Yeah,
Travis, Will Coxon, and Mitchell King are both 3-1. So is Alexander Martin and Jared Oken. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 twos. So this is definitely a win and in.
I think Lewis has a pretty good shot at this.
Do you think he
again.
might repeat?
Yeah.
He's a great player. He's put a lot of thought into his deck. I was talking to him about it a little bit after.
Yeah, he made some
round 2.
modifications to it.
He doesn't just. He's not just playing a list off the internet. I blew his mind. He was like looking for. He's like, I don't really counterspell. It's double blue. And then I said, what about delay? And he was like, that's perfect.
Is that just like bad remand?
Delay?
I don't
No,
remember what
it's
it does.
it suspends a spell.
Oh,
It's blue 1, suspend 2 or something, 2 or 3.
interesting. We've got Jacob's got like a Force of Will in hand. I think it's a very iffy hand for Jacob. Did not see Wynn's hand. All right, both players opting to keep the rare turn 1 Rootbound Crag tapped.
You suspend a spell for 3 turns.
Interesting. All right. Oh, Wynne keeping a 1-lander. Opting not to mulligan.
Is that true?
Yep. 1-lander, I think.
No
but
land-
two dorks. All right, we have a library on the draw. One of the most powerful moves in all of Magic. Oh, okay, he didn't keep a 1-lander. He kept an MDFC. He kept it on the correct side, so it made it a little bit harder for me to tell. Does Wild Growth only enchant forests? I don't think you can do that, right? Or can you?
Wild Growth enchants anything.
Oh, Utopia
Just
Sprawl is the only
taps for a
only
green.
forest. Yeah. All right. Jacob going for the insane value of
What is that land?
what? Which one?
The card he just played upside down.
No, just
Sunder Eruption.
yeah.
All right. So Wynn's got some mana now. Facing off against the Library of Alexandria.
Opponent discarding Clothis. Got a Shadow Spear. The Chain Lightning in hand. All right, 4 mana. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to what? Oh, the wait.
I was hand signaling out of the camera.
Be right back.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna see a Shadow Spear get added along with a Deathrite Shaman. Looks like Jacob's having a little bit of trouble on his side, maybe.
Cut away.
What's up?
All right. Have a judge call from the booth. Bring up our camera.
Oh. Good call.
Yeah. All right. Well, I said our camera.
Oh.
Yeah, not the We'll Be Back slideshow.
Hey,
Our
it's
camera.
us.
Yes, it's us.
How's it going?
All right. Yeah, we just had a little bit of a deck discrepancy that we wanted to make sure that we could straighten out before we do anything else. I missed how the match was going.
The math.
No, the match.
Well, when it was down a game, and it looked like the Scapeshift player was stalled on lands.
Famously, not a good place that you want to go. Let's see. It's all right, I'm gonna run back and talk to Judge because I think I hear him back there.
Okay.
All right.
Should we just take a quick break?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Well, then it'll be a quick break.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll be right back. Sorry. Hello.
All right. So the deck discrepancy. It turns out that
I was checking his deck out. I noticed he had 11 points in this deck.
yeah, Jacob understandably did not realize that Ren 6 had gotten pointed in the most recent update, and was running 11 points. It happens.
So embarrassing.
So what?
So embarrassing.
Yeah, like you just. It's fine.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah.
So what we have done is Jacob has taken a game loss. The Ren 6 is being replaced in the deck, and be treated as a game loss, which from what we've seen, it kind of didn't really seem to change that much anyway.
Yeah, I think he was in our spot anyway. But then again, he did have a library going, so that could be deceptive.
Yeah, true. So yeah, again, we
Unfortunate.
it's unfortunate, especially on a win and into top 8, but it yeah, Ren 6 recently got pointed because it's actually a really interesting thing because Ren 6 is a fairly fair Magic card when it comes to a lot of the other cards that have not gotten pointed, like Minskin Boo, Comet, White Plume Adventure, Urza Saga, the One Ring, etc.
What we're really getting at is a lot of players don't understand when they're losing to somebody incrementally getting an extra card every turn. and don't realize that the card's better than they think it is, so they don't understand why it gets pointed.
Yes, but yes. Renin 6 is definitely the most
Most powerful red-green planeswalker in all of Canlander.
Yes. Please take note. But yes, Renin 6 getting pointed because Strip Mine, one of Renin 6's favorite friends, got reduced from 2 points to 1. So it's kind of it's actually like another. It actually goes to show how cool the point system is because they didn't really want to punish people, or they didn't really want to like change too much about giving a free point to decks that rely on strip blocking opponents, but they also wanted to give people a chance to play a fair strip mine, like just a value strip mine. And so the option to point one of the best cards that goes with the option to point one of the cards that works really, really well, like Renin 6. That's a cool little, a nice little balancing thing for the format. What tier would you put Renin 6
punished
in?
all these greedy mana bases, What tier would I put it?
Yes, like hypothetically, if there was a tier list of 1 to 4, with 4 being the most powerful tier, what tier would you put Renin 6 in?
Honestly, I do think it's up there. I think Renin 6 is a deceptively it seems weaker than it is, I think, to a lot of people. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely the best 2-mana planeswalker they've ever made.
Like I know we were joking about it versus Minsk and Boo, but I think it's actually more comparable than you think.
I would rather play against Renin 6 than Minsk and Boo any day.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that
Hands down.
to some extent. But what about all the times they don't cast their Minsk and Boo because they don't get the 4 mana?
Then cool. I mean, Renin 6 with a fetch is definitely like very good, but I think like if you're playing against either of them, I think you'd rather your opponent have a Renin 6 than a Minsk and Boo. Minsk and Boo is also a burn spell.
Bear.
Did both of them take a mulligan? I know Wynne did.
Were they really worried about giving lands an extra point to work with? What do they think land decks were going to do with it?
I don't know. I don't think. Yeah,
It would make more sense to me, I guess, to point fast bond or something again. But
I don't know. Fast bond hurts.
I too love a fast bond.
Yeah, I was say I love the fast bond too. I'm glad they didn't point that. Please don't point fast bond. Again, we have a whole list of cards that should be pointed over anything else. As does, I'm sure the points committee does.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, everybody has a. I'm sure somebody out there thinks that Blood Moon should be Arena of Glory. I like that card. I like that card a lot. It's a nice little.
It's a nice little land to sit there and make them forget it's there sometimes.
Yep. All right, turn 2 Fable of the Mirror Breaker is getting
Might get remanded again.
All right, Scrubland. Savannah, you're right. Yeah.
We're close.
Yeah, close. Yep. I got at least half of it right? All right. Looks like remand was announced.
How do you know that? You put it back in the
I was say because of where Wynne put the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, what do we got in hand?
Is that a Splendid Reclamation? No, it's a Plateau.
All right, preordaining. Ooh, there's a Terminus. Kind of an awkward one to scry when there's a naked board. All right. Minskimbu, fourth Earlingus in hand. All right. It's kind of like not the worst place to put the. All right, Lelia. Good old Lelia.
Yeah.
We've seen Lelia on the stream a couple times this whole thing, and
Canlander staple, Lelia.
ooh, Blood Moon. Weirdly enough, Blood Moon would be very good against the Scapeshift deck.
It is.
It is very good against Scapeshift. You would think that giving your opponent as many mountains as they need would be bad, but turning everything into mountains is very good against a deck that needs one card to not be a mountain.
The Scapeshift deck has a lot more play to it, I think, than just going for the combo, though. It's like kind of sweet.
Yeah, I should take notes. Yeah, just kind of like an interesting like teamer.
It's I like how it melds together, like because Time Walk's so often been jokingly called bad explorers, you know.
So that's an enduring. It's not an enduring something. What is that card?
And it is solve the equation.
Solve the equation.
Tutor for an instant card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, and shuffle for 3 mana.
A very, very slow mystical tutor. All right, this is the
Cemetery Gatekeeper?
You say the red gatekeeper.
Wrong
That's not
art.
the same printing. Unbelievable win. Nah, it's fine. Let's
Can
bring
we
it
read
up
that
way.
anyway?
Yeah. Exile a card from the graveyard. It's you know what? That's actually pretty good. It's pretty good against a deck that wants to do a lot.
It's
with
an
its
Ankh
lands.
Mishra.
Yeah.
It's gonna make Scapeshift a little tricky, I think.
Yeah. It actually does make Scapeshift a little tricky.
My effects go on the stack, your effects go on the stack.
Yeah. It's actually your effects, my effects. I guess. Active player, non-active. So
Yeah.
Scapeshift, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
so-
It's a weird.
When the
it works.
Scapeshift happens,
When Scapeshift happens,
the Gatekeeper's damage will happen before the Scapeshift
Yes.
triggers happen.
what's the? Is that a
Important.
biophagus? Yes. Soft G.
Biophagus.
Yes.
Biophagus.
Oh, look, it's a strip mine. Recently reduced to 1 point. All right.
Does Wynne ever end in 6?
I voted show.
He doesn't.
No.
Casualty.
Running a fair strip mine.
It'd be pretty funny if we found out he had 11
Also
points.
had 11 points. Actually, Ren and 6 was probably cut because of that.
Oh yeah, I think this would
We
certainly
have a
have a
Flingus for 3. All right.
We go block 2 of them.
What's the Gatekeeper's
Eat one.
toughness?
It's a 2/1 first striker.
Oh, it does have. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so this is literally just trying to make sure. So this Wynne probably senses a little bit of weakness here out of Jacob's hand.
It's not the best place to be to cast this 4th Earlings here on
Yeah.
Jacob's side. Like, he can attack with all his creatures, but then and become the monarch, but that kind of just lets Wynne become the monarch.
Yeah.
So it might be we might see him just use this 4th Earlings just to assemble 3 blockers here.
Yeah. Being at 13, having a card that kind of just actually just hoses your deck with Cemetery Gatekeeper. That's it's kind of a rough spot to be in. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacob is doing this defensively. Yeah. The very rare. Did you have defensive 4th Aerolingus on your bingo card today?
We should do bingo cards next time.
We should do bingo cards next time. Mark our words. We will absolutely forget to do a bingo card next time we do one of these. Of note, that Fable of the Mirror Breaker is still in Wynne's hand. It's just there because Jacob knows about it. It's just a nice little friendly reminder thing that you can do.
It's called Leave 'em Up.
Yeah, when public information.
It should be the rules of Magic, my opinion.
That you just yeah,
Have
so
to
that
leave
you
'em
don't
up.
have.
You
to
should
do-
have to leave them up.
Yeah. Especially if you're. Yeah. There are other games out there that don't let you note take.
It doesn't. It wouldn't work because like there's times when I've definitely had like leave them up like screw up the game state because like they'll like brainstorm and then still leave their card up, that kind of stuff.
Interesting, yeah.
You know.
All right, so we have a strip mine onto the whatever that thing was called, the Field of the Dead, and then we have a. I'm going to assume that Arena of Glory was exerted, but it might not have been.
I think he exerted Amygdala's into play with the Biophagus.
Oh, he did not. Okay.
He did not.
I mean, so you can't do it, right? Like, you have to either use the Biophagus to... He doesn't have double red. To
Arena
be able
makes double red.
Arena makes... but then you don't get the counter, and I think... Yeah, you're right. It does get... Yeah, I'm not sure why there was no exert, but... Oh. We have a...
He would have not gotten the +1/+1 counter for sure.
Yes, and we also have a Caracas hitting the battlefield, which is an anti-friend of legendary creatures.
Wow, he's leaving it He's tapping it though.
Yes, Minskin Boo.
What do you think the reason is for that?
Not sure actually, especially since. Yes,
I've never.
That is a very interesting. I don't know what cards are in his hand, but they have to have. Oh, and Wynne just drew the Wasteland for the Caracas.
That's what Wasteland's for. Killing your opponent's Caracas.
What did we just take 2 from?
Playing a land.
What?
Playing a land. Right?
From the.
If it's anybody plays a land, I think.
What? It's whenever one enters the graveyard.
No. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, it shares a card type with the exiled card. It deals 2 damage to the player.
Oh my goodness gracious alive! Never mind.
That's why I said Ankh of Mishra earlier.
Okay, I don't know what that card does, but all right. So
Well, Ankh of Mishra does 2 damage to somebody whenever they play a land. It's pretty new. Oh, we got our headliner right here.
Oh my goodness, that card is.
Headliner Scarlet,
That's-
favorite of mine.
Probably game. It's real close. Right. All right.
So creatures can't block. I'm assuming he targeted Jacob.
Yep.
And
This is an attack for. Let's bring up that Miglas. So this is 3/5. Miglas is 4/9, and Miglas can pump. Yep, and that is winning.
winning. A winning win.
2-1.